I'm feeling cleaner than I ever would be. It's cooler than Antarctica's weather would be. Damn, I think my swagger is a weapon to me. And dudes don't count you off the record to me. So don't be stepping to me, trying to shake my hand. I'm already the man, ain't trying to make your band. I feel the fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fact that I'm real, just make them mad. I be smoking helium to inflate my swerve. I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. 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 You're not really seeing me, dog. Real talk. You feeling whacker than you ever would be. In mind, you think you.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to back to my channel. First of all, but welcome back to another Basketball Wives review of season 5, season 11, episode 5 of Basketball Wives Cooking with Fire. This was a really good episode for the most part, but we're definitely going to get into that. As you guys know, this is a Basketball Wives stat account, and we talk about basketball wives over here, as well as other things. But make sure you guys, if you have not already done these things, let's take a visit the channel real quick. If you want to join my tribe, please hit my like button and subscribe. Turn your notifications, turn them on all so you're notified every time I go live. Like the video, share the video, comment down here in the comment section. Come over here on this side, right here, this side, and comment in the chat. Let's play the intro and let's get into it. Let's go.
I'm fly, yes, I'm high, yes. Every lady wanna get to this guy, yes. Go out tonight, I just might, yes. Style cleaner than yours, so don't buy, yes. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
Cindy.
Hey, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I am well, thank you. Here we are again. I can't believe we're already on episode 5.
5 is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Yep.
Yes, so we are here for our review of season 11, episode 5. I wish you would have watched Royce's interview because I wanted to kind of tag some things into that, but I'll wait for that. We can do that for another time.
Okay.
Because what the conversation was really interesting. I think it also added a lot into the franchise.
Huh.
But I want you to see it before we talk about it.
Okay.
So I won't talk about any of those things today. One thing I will say about Royce, I did like Royce was beautiful.
Yeah.
I was happy.
I mean, from the clip that you showed me, I was surprised. I was like, she looks the same. She looked great. Yeah,
she was like, I'm thick now though. I was like, now you did get thicker. And I love the body. I love the body's bodying.
Right, but again, we have to remember it was 20 years ago.
Right, know? She was saying that. She was saying
that.
So listen, Jay Esco says, what do we think about the Orlando spinoff? So I told you I was going to wait a few episodes. Mm-hmm. How are you feeling about this so far? Before we get into the Basketball Wives,
I have not watched it because I was waiting for you. Remember, I told you I tried to watch a few minutes of the first episode, and I really wasn't interested. I really feel like what I told you earlier, which is I think I have hit the age cap for those girls because they remind me of the beginning of Basketball Wives. You know what I mean? Which was like 20 years ago. So like the drama and stuff that they're going through seems so much more immature to me. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't really get into it. But is it, if it's good, I'll give it a go.
I'll say, even though that the drama is very immature, I love the season.
Do you? Okay.
I really do. I do like it. So if you want to start reviewing it, I'm down for it.
Okay. Sounds good. Then are they also on episode 5?
Yeah, they're all on episode 5.
Okay, so yeah, what
I
would
do.
you recommend?
I like the girls. I can't remember the names like that, like all like that though.
Mm-hmm.
There's one girl, I can't think what her name is. She has two sisters that she just brought with her to her home because her brother passed away,
Oh
and
wow.
the mother kind of went. She I don't know if she's relapsing or she's declining. I'll
Mm.
say that.
Oh wow.
And so she took her sisters in because she wants her sisters to have a better life.
Right.
And so I love that storyline.
That's a great storyline. My goodness, I wasn't expecting that. I there is, I'm never also been a fan of that Megan girl. Her face is so deadpan to me.
But Megan's not really a big character though to me.
Okay, okay.
I feel
Huh.
like Megan is like getting into their business, but like she's not really a part of them. And I feel
Okay.
like at maybe like next season she may not be on the show either because she really
Interesting.
doesn't. To me, she doesn't connect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But she didn't connect well, she connected in LA better than I saw, you know, her on the first episode. I didn't even watch the entire first episode. But that there
Mhm.
is one girl on there that I just don't like either. Like just immediately I just don't like her. I don't know what she is, if she's white, Latin or whatever.
Mhm.
Um but I don't like that she, you know, kind of dropped her friend, and I like the friend. So
Listen, they dropping each other left and right though.
okay, okay, well that's
So
cool.
that's how it goes. Milan, that's her name.
Milan, okay,
Milan is the girl I'm talking about.
gotcha.
I like Milan.
Okay,
I love Neek. I love not Danielle.
but I mean,
Two other girls I like.
I let alone know their names. I don't even remember what they look like except for Megan. So
I gotta see pictures. I don't even remember
I got to
who's
see
who.
pictures. Yeah.
Yes. And I'm over here looking at my phone, but like it just shows names, no photos.
Got it. Okay.
Darren Hood says he likes Basketball Wives. Orlando.
Orlando.
A lot of people like this show though.
Okay.
I will
All
say
right,
that
Darren.
a lot of people do like this show,
Okay. So
and
maybe
so
I just need to
I
give it.
am down for reviewing it.
Okay. So
Only
let me just.
because the show has been the tea's been good.
Okay. So let me give it a shot. I mean, if you feel like it's worth it and it falls within
I'll say
this.
catch up from episode 1 to 5, and then see what
Okay.
you think. And then if we both feel the same way, we can review it.
Okay. Sounds good.
That
Yay.
will work for me.
Look at that.
Yep. Okay, so let's read the comments real quick. We have Beautiful Black says Happy Tuesday. We have Shy Town here. She says, welcome to Basketball Wives review, Basketball Wives season 11 review with SoDebNair and special guest Cindy C. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. But most of all, just share, y'all. Just share. That's it. We have Jay Esco says, hey, SoDebNair in chat. We have Miss Platinum 2001. Hello, SoDebNair in chat. That's from the spinoff. We read that part. Derek says, hey, SoDebNair Cindy.
Hey,
Uh,
Darren.
Jay Esco says, hey, Megan was from Bad Girls Club, Mexico. She was a mess in that show, too.
Oh,
And we
boy.
also have Shay B says, where you been, my friend? I've missed you. We've been over here doing Basketball Wives reviews.
Yep.
We on episode 5. We've been here.
Episode 5.
Where have
Now,
you been?
let me tell you though, so Deb, now your computer is doing that weird lagging thing.
I think it's listen. By the end of the month, I'll have another computer, so it won't do it as much.
Got it. Okay.
We got to roll with it right now
Okay. No problem.
because I can like when it freezes, I can see it.
You could see it as well. Okay, good. Because I was
Yeah.
just kind of like, I don't want you to, get all kinds of comments in the chat. And so I thought I would just
Yeah,
point it out.
it's not going to go down, but like because my computer is like older, like my Mac is older, and I don't want to use my PC because my PC is newer, but the quality of the camera is not as
It's
good.
not as good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I use
Got
my
it.
PC for the camera part, so it goes in and out.
Got it. No problem.
So we always start the show off with rating the episode.
Yep.
So you guys are in the chat from a scale from 1 to 10. What did you rate this episode? And I guess because you're going to be leading it out, give my
You start first. What's your rating?
Yeah, I'll start first. Cindy, I gave it like a 6.
That's where I'm leaning toward as well.
Look, we got Jac'eil, hey, SoDebNair, and Cindy, and we also have Miss Bernice here.
Hey, Miss
Bam Bam
Jackie,
and
and
Pebbles can go and take bangs with them.
and hey, Miss Bernice. Hey, Miss
Yes.
Jackie and Miss Bernice. But I just, yeah, I'm with you on that, and I'm gonna go one step lower. I'm gonna go down to a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, but I do want to explain my 6 though.
Okay.
So my 6 was only because a lot. It was like so much was happening at the same time, but not a
Yes.
lot was happening.
Exactly. Agreed.
And so it wasn't like a bad episode,
Mm-hmm.
but it also just wasn't like this is an episode we're gonna really remember.
Yeah, exactly. And I gave it a 5 because of that as well, because it feels like the pace of the show
Hmm.
seems a little frantic. Like it would be like 20 seconds on one thing and 20-second jump to something, 20
Yeah,
seconds on that. And it just wasn't given a flow of like being having natural conversations, natural hangout. And I'm not sure why the
yeah.
producers went that route to do those little snips like that.
Hmm.
I would rather just see a big, get like maybe 2 scenes of something big and that continues rather than all of these little jump around scenes. But that's
Same.
okay. Okay.
I think what I did love about this episode was Jac'eil.
Me too. I
I
like her
love that
more and
Jac'eil is
more
like she's like
every.
I'm holding everybody accountable for everything.
Yes, and
you
I
know.
just like her more and more every episode. I really like her, and she's not playing favorite. She's just like, I want to keep it positive and I want to keep it real.
I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people who really haven't kind of dived into this, but
Mm-hmm.
because she's a part of the community,
Mm-hmm.
are people liking her because she's a part of the community in the cast feel like they can't go against her?
I don't think so. I really feel like she is likable.
Okay.
I love, my people are from Louisiana, so I love that she is from the South. She brings real basketball back to Basketball Wives.
Okay.
I love that they showed the team and the coach. And I don't like anybody because I'm not a part of the community. I am an
Hmm.
advocate though, and I'm, a supporter, and so I have no problem, with anybody, but I like her because I like her. She seems real. She's not coming on too strong. She's just being herself. That's my opinion.
Gotcha. And this the same for me, but I
Yeah.
also want to ask that because I feel like people are afraid of going against the grain when it comes to the community. And
Yeah,
so I'm
but
like, do
those
you feel like
women,
people are overdoing it?
those no, those women will just tell it. If they had a
Yeah,
problem with her, regardless of what her identity is or sexuality is, I'm sure they would point it out and make fun of it. That's how these
yeah,
girls are. So
yeah.
you know, we've heard everything from Fupa. They don't care if she, and we bad weaves, bad clothes. They talk about it all. So if they really didn't like her and felt afraid to go against her, I'm sure that conversation would have aired by now.
Got you. And I agree with you. I just want to, make sure that we're being realistic over here.
Yeah.
And asking that question. So,
Yeah. I
but
appreciate
I'm with
that.
you though. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I'm curious what the tribe has to say and what the chat has to say because I just like her. I mean, I like people who speak their mind, but don't have to be, kind of
I want to say this and I won't say anything else from the Royce interview.
okay.
What I will say is this: what I did like from the Royce interview, and what I feel like Jac'eil is doing is two totally different things.
Hmm.
So, Carlos King asked her about Tammy,
Hmm.
and they were talking about her holding Tammy accountable. Like, I'm gonna just tell her when she's wrong, when she's not.
Hmm.
I like the fact that it's like she's not like battling with the cast about pointing them out in their wrongness.
Right. Absolutely. Interesting. She said that she was doing that.
Well, she was like Tammy. Now that was wrong. She was doing it all the time.
Uh-huh.
But I think with Jac'eil's, her approach is very different.
It's very different. And
Yeah.
again, it seems much more genuine. And again,
Yes.
how Royce came off to me, and again, I haven't seen it yet because I was working and I just hopped right on after work. But
Mhm.
what Royce would do, she would kind of do that, but she was on the outs. She was not in the quote unquote in girls. So even if she tried to hold them accountable, they didn't take her seriously. Like they didn't take her
Well, no,
seriously.
she was saying she did with Tammy, not the other girls, just
Oh,
Tammy.
with Tammy.
Yeah.
Interesting. I can't wait
And
to see the interview now.
what she did do that with Tammy a lot.
And what did Tammy do?
Tammy was so she talked about their friendship and why they became friends was because she did help hold Tammy accountable.
Huh.
She was saying that Tammy appreciated about her and that she wasn't afraid of Tammy, and that's why
Yeah.
Tammy gained respect for her.
Interesting.
Because when Carlos interviewed Tammy, she definitely gave Royce her props, and even when Royce was on the interview with Carlos,
Hmm.
she was saying like till this day like they're still like little sister, big sister.
Interesting. I did not know that they would still be speaking, but okay.
What when you watch, you see who she's friends with. Still, you be like,
What? Okay. Okay. Okay.
I mean,
All right.
it's nobody's from the show, but it makes
Nobody, you
sense.
mean nobody currently on the show of the
Nobody's from the
OGs?
show, and then when
Okay.
you watch, you be like, oh, that's why he said that.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay.
That's it. So we have Miss Platinum. She's giving this episode a 7.
Okay.
Jackie says, I haven't seen it yet. I'm behind episode 2. I am behind 2 and 3 episodes. Darren says 7. He
7.
says I'm starting to grow on Jac'eil. And Miss Bernice says Pebbles and Bam Bam, which I'm like, who is that? But now I know what she's talking about. Are
Yes.
emotionally immature for the show.
Right.
And was about the Bayang and Creepyana.
Yes.
And her name is Creepyana now as well, by the way.
Or she could be talking about you're talking about Clayana, Creepyana,
Yes.
Creepyana and Brandy. Not Brandy. What's her name?
Not Brandy.
Not Brandy. Because I don't like her, so of course Brandy came to mind. Sorry. Okay, I apologize in advance. I'm sorry.
I think it's the Bayang and Creepyana.
No, I think it could be what's the
Oh,
girl's
Brittany.
name? Brittany. There it goes. I knew it was a
Brittany.
B. Yeah, Brittany.
Miss Brittany. Miss Brittany. Who you talking about? I think it's Creepyana and the Bayang though.
Okay.
And hey, Toria. Toria says, "Hello, SoDebNair, Cindy. I love you both."
Hey Tori, I love you back.
I feel like she's
So
talking about Creepyana and the Bayang.
and Bayang. Okay, well
Yeah.
let's see.
Don't let the
Let's
Bayang
see.
fool you.
Do you want to play it? No.
Where's it at? Where is it at? Because anytime I can play it, I'm gonna play it.
Okay.
Don't let the bang fool you.
Don't let the Bayang fool you. Okay.
Don't let it fool you. And I mean, we'll get into it later, but we had
Yes.
2 Bayangs. We had conflicting Bayangs in this episode. It was a
I
lot.
can't believe that she came in with that Bayang.
I cannot either. It was
I
worse.
was so shocked.
It was worse than the original Bayang.
It
I was
really
like,
was.
what's happening? What's happening here? Oh gosh. Okay. So I don't know. Did Miss Bernice answer, or should we just jump right into
She
it?
has it. Oh, she said the Bayangs is giving Annabelle vibes and Creepyana and Brittany is Pebbles. And
I
people.
told you.
Oh, she got all 3.
I told
Well,
you.
okay. Okay. Listen, when
Yep.
you right, you right.
Yep. I told you. Because that's how
You
they were acting. They were acting like they were acting like freaking frack, you know.
yes. But you know
um
what though? I'm not mad about it.
really?
The
I
only
think
reason
it's
why
just
the only reason why is because I keep saying I think these girls can carry the show if the other girls leave.
but I just think that their vibe together gives weird to me.
Now, Creepyana, no.
Right.
But Bayang and Brittany, though, I still have some grace for them.
Interesting. Okay.
I
All
don't even
right.
want to give Brittany a name.
Okay.
As
I'm so
much
shocked.
as bad as Brittany is being, I
I was
still
gonna
like
say
her.
I'm just so surprised that you like her still.
I
Why do you
still
hang
like
on
her,
to these people that see? Okay. All right.
and not like a Brandy liking.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Who else is it that I like that y'all don't like? Someone else, but not like a Brandy liking. I feel like she can still carry it. She reminds me a lot. I think maybe for
She
me, she's
could.
like a Drea to me.
Okay. She could, I mean, she could definitely carry the show because she does bring in the drama
Hey,
And
Mace.
so, hey, Mace, um, she does bring in the drama, but it's kind of like again on the immature side, and that's what I don't like.
I don't think it's so much immature. I think it's so much that she's going through a lot. And
Yeah,
I feel like
because
she
but
has a lot of misplaced anger.
she does, but again, because she is so immature, I think she's only in her late 20s, maybe early 30, you know.
Hmm.
I think because she's so immature, she's not able to handle what she's going through personally in a healthy way. And that's annoying for me to see.
I just think her the I don't know, I'm a baby daddy or father of her children. I
Right.
think a lot of it has to deal with just him
Yeah.
and the trauma that she's been through, and so her behavior, I'm kind of giving passes for it, and
Well,
it's probably really wrong, Cindy. It's probably really wrong.
I know, but I was gonna
Um,
say if you even before she even had the situation with her child's father,
mhm,
she was problematic. You know, she's been problematic. If you just
right.
research
I mean, she said
her,
it. Brittany Renner, she's so
yeah,
problematic. Like
she
she
is.
said that. So yeah,
Yeah, and she knows it, and and good for her for being smart enough to being able to make a living off of it. But again, that does not balance
and
out to
Darren
be.
says she's in her early 30s.
Oh, early 30s. Yeah, she just seems super young to me. And I'm just
Yeah,
kind of like, oh, that's right. The child's father is younger than her.
yes,
That's what it is. I knew
yes.
somebody was extra young, but anywho, yeah, look, I can take her or leave her, but certainly her behavior, especially in these last couple of episodes, is rubbing me the wrong way for sure. But that's just me.
I'm still rooting for her to be a better person on the show.
Okay. And maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll
Yes,
get there.
yes. Maybe,
Hopefully.
and maybe we won't get there. Maybe next season, after she watches this, she'll be like, you know what? It does look crazy. Let me come
Right.
back and be a different type of person.
I hope so.
I'm just,
And I
I'm
and
rooting for Brittany.
okay, and I hope you're also rooting for Britney's wigs because they're horrible. They're
They are horrible, Cindy.
horrible. You
They
know,
are
it's like
horrible.
yes, it's like every first season a girl that comes on or woman that comes on, they always have to start with the bad hair. Like Tammy had
Yes,
it, Jackie had it.
yes.
I believe at Malaysia had it at some point. Like
They all had them.
they all had them, and so I think that's going through her phase. I think when she, like you said, watches it back, she's going to be like, I need to
Yeah.
I need to work something out here,
I don't feel like the Bayang is going to change the Bayangs though.
No, she's not. The Bayang said she's had those Bayangs since 2005. She's not
She
changing
did.
it now.
She
She's not.
definitely said that. And was proud of what she said
It
about it.
was
So
proud. It was proud. So I'm like, yeah, those are not going anywhere. But Brittany still has time. I just need her to take a look at it.
I feel like she has a lot of people around her, and if she just gives them a chance to like really say, "Look, Brittany, like we get it,"
Yeah,
and hear them instead of like going against them. And I think she's been through a lot.
yeah. So
Hey,
she's
listen, y'all,
being
listen.
very
I'm listen because I know people gonna say in the comments. I'm giving Brittany lots of excuses,
yeah,
and I'm
right.
gonna do it.
Okay.
But I think that once she goes back, not I'm not saying once she does. I hope that she goes back and looks at it and say, you know what, they were giving me like the opportunity to be like, you know what, my
Yes.
life is a mess.
Yeah.
Because I think that even when Evelyn was like, I feel like it feels like she's a lot like me. We've been through a lot of the same things, and
Hmm.
she's not against me; she's for me.
Right.
And I think that maybe we might get like Brittany giving something else besides that.
I hope so. And again, I agree with you when you say that she does have, a lot of misplaced anger. And I
Mhm.
feel like, her defenses are going up. And because Cleana is on there, they kind of bring that negative energy out in each other.
Mhm.
Um, and
Cleon, I have no
because
excuses
she's
for. Or I'm sorry, Creepyana. I have no excuses
Creepiana.
for.
but
None.
I was gonna say because before we even saw Creepiana, that Brittany seemed to be acting different. She's only
Yes.
started to act in this negative way since that woman has come on. So
Yeah.
I find
It's
that really
almost like they kind of click together.
yes,
But I feel like also sometimes you click with someone who's not a really good friend,
Yes.
or someone who is like has a gripe, and then
Hmm.
they kind of like take you back down to where you're at. Instead of like kind of
Exactly.
seeing what you have around you.
Yep. Exactly. I agree. I
And,
agree.
and under no circumstances am I saying that the girls on the show are like the greatest women in the world.
Of course.
But what I'm saying is that I do feel like Brittany could have had a different type of story
Yeah.
or a different type of friendship with these girls. Hatch, because I mean, even like she went. Well, I don't want to jump too far into this
Right.
episode,
Exactly.
so I'll wait to that. So,
Okay.
but
Okay.
yeah,
So let's
yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go
rewind.
ahead.
Let's rewind from Brittany. So it actually starts out with little quick scenes. We see Jac'eil and Natasha, and Jac'eil being sad because Natasha was really only there for like a day.
Yeah,
She had a game, and so we see them kind of say goodbye, and saying having Jac'eil basically saying she wants everything to be positive, and that's why she didn't want to
yeah.
invite Creepiana, and then they flash back to that scene. Do you have anything on that? It was such a short scene, but do you have anything?
I have nothing. You going?
Okay, so then we get to Jackie and Bayang. They meet up and they talk about how Bayang talks about how her husband, that she loves to say the word husband, is in town. And and Jackie, says that Doug is in town, and they agree that they want to get together for dinner or something. You have anything on that?
I, I feel like it was going in a good direction here.
Okay.
But I also want to ask you this. Now, out of all the seasons that we watched of Basketball Wives and the people who have met up with Doug,
Right. Oh no. Oh no.
because I just have to say this.
Uh-huh.
Out of all the seasons, all seasons that Jackie has, and she's met up with these husbands of these wives,
Mm-hmm.
that Doug was supposed to be helping her with, become coaches or whatever it was.
Right.
Who has Doug helped?
Nobody.
Not one
Nobody.
person.
Not one person. I think
And I
I
was like,
well,
you
whoa,
know
whoa, whoa, whoa.
what?
Well, I don't
Huh?
think that's true. Wait a minute. I think at one point, he he was really involved with British's husband.
British's husband?
Yeah. Or yeah. Or her ex or whatever. Weren't they married at one point?
The one she had the baby with?
Yeah. I thought
What
they
did
were
he do? What
married.
did he do for him?
He was working with him, I believe. That was that season where
Like,
they
what was the job that he got after that, though?
I don't remember now.
I don't think he got a job after that. I don't think anyone that Doug has met with like got somewhere.
Yeah. I think they just want to attach themselves because Doug has been around in the league, and what is more well known than some of these players. But
Yes.
because I certainly don't know what Bayang's husband's teams are. I've never seen that man. I feel like when he came on, I felt like Kiki Palmer. I'm sorry to that man. I
Yes.
don't know why she is so stuck on that man. I
Yes.
had no idea. Hey, Norris. I had no idea who that man was. I was like, who? What? I mean, anyway, we
I
digress.
was just thinking, like, we've been through, we're on season 11 of this franchise. And,
Yes.
like, she's met with Malaysia's husband, Brandy's
Yep.
husband, Vanessa's husband, um,
British, I just said.
British boy. I don't think that was her husband at the time.
I think
She's
it
met with a lot of
was.
these women's husbands and people that they have been dating.
Yes.
Doug has not gotten anybody anywhere.
And Doug doesn't want to be involved. Jackie keeps wanting him to be involved.
And when we get to that part, I'm gonna explain more of that. But I just wanted to,
Okay.
after this part, I was like, why do they keep asking Jackie to
To
like
go to
connect her
dinner.
husband?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. I think it's just because he's much more well known and has been around forever.
Oh, let's look. Toria says Doug is not as well known as Jackie claims he was.
Right.
Not a great player in the NBA. Believe me, I am a basketball junkie.
Toria. But he was on
Oh, Lorenzo never married
Lorenzo.
British. Okay.
No, but they were engaged though, right, Miss Bernice? They
They were
were
engaged. With, I was about the husbands, and
okay.
even if they were engaged,
Yeah.
Doug was never helping the person who was engaged either. We knew that.
Right, but let me just address Toria real quick. You're
Mhm.
right, but he was on bigger teams because he, being a Laker can take you a long way.
But he didn't have to pull. Like if Shawnee was doing it
No,
with Shaq, it would have made sense.
it would have made sense for
But
sure.
like Jackie trying to act like Doug is like Shaq is crazy to me. I'm sorry.
Exactly, but to Jackie he is so.
Yes.
To Jackie he is
She's
so.
like, let's sit down and talk. Doug is a coach and Doug did and Doug can. I'm like, Doug ain't did shit for the last
For
11
anybody,
seasons.
no, he has
So,
not. He hasn't. He has
not
not.
Toria say right of the bench.
I think that's because he was old by then, Toria. Yeah, he's definitely not a Kobe. He's not a Shaq. He's
No,
not
Jay,
even.
that's that true. Doug was an Avenger bitch rider. Now
Oh,
listen, JSO did change it to average, but Avenger was better than that.
yes,
Avenger
exactly.
bitch
I like Avenger better. Yes, exactly. Yeah, but whatever. Let Jackie stay delusional like she's always been. Who
right.
cares? Like no, and that's another thing. Even with Bayang's husband, nobody cares. We don't know that man. So, let's move on. So then, we see Ev talking to Shanice, and they start talking about Jen. What do you think about this?
Wait, say I'm sorry, someone was texting me. What'd you say?
That's okay. Then we get to Ev talking to her daughter Shanice, about what's been going
I
on,
hate this story, Cindy.
and how she feels about Jen. You hate it?
I hate this story.
Oh,
Also, you got to watch Royce's interview too.
okay.
Um, I feel like and this is why I have an issue with Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like their personal issue with Evelyn and what they talked about should have never been brought up.
What do you mean?
So I think when it comes down to it, because I think that even Royce kind of talked about these things on the
Mm-hmm.
interview,
Mm-hmm.
but it's only because like they just weren't in good places with Evelyn,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was like
That's
kind of
true.
like a Mad Day situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that it was something that should have been put on national television.
Right.
And I don't think that it was ever supposed to be there. But
Mm-hmm.
because again, I feel like Tammy is so vindictive,
Mm-hmm.
she brought it up.
But they
I don't
when they
think that
did the
Tammy ever thought about how it affects Shanice. And
right.
so like we're still sitting here. And then they were like, well, then Shawnee said, but then it's also like when you listen to Royce talk, it's kind of like what Jennifer said was true.
Yes, and that's what I told you all along. And when they showed the flashback of the scene, it was actually Shawnee telling
And not true,
Evelyn.
not true in the fact that Evelyn wasn't like taking care of her business at home,
Uh-huh.
but they were having a Mad Day conversation.
Yes, they were. And that's what I was telling you. I said that it couldn't be like four or five of the women agreeing on them talking about it and it not be true. Just because Jen said it wasn't true. And you know what? I would respect at this point, I would respect Jen more if she just said, I said it, but I said it in anger.
I don't, it didn't come from Jennifer though. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that's true. Because she
No,
went she talked.
when you watch Royce interview,
Uh-huh.
you know it doesn't come from Jennifer.
But
That's what I'm
still,
saying.
even if
And
it
what I'm
didn't,
saying is that Royce even said on the interview, she said there's just certain things I wouldn't say
right,
because I'm not the type of person. And
right.
I feel like Tammy was so vindictive on that season
Yeah.
because she knew she was leaving that she brought it up. I don't think that rumor started from Jennifer.
Even if it didn't start from Jennifer being as close to Evelyn, and like they said, knowing Shawnice since she was 7, she shouldn't have repeated it. She shouldn't have allowed it to happen. And that's where I stand on that. And again, I am a Leo, so I'm super loyal. And I feel like even if I hated your guts, And
you gotta watch what Royce's thing is, because if you hear what she's saying, Jennifer's not gonna be your point two for that conversation.
but still, I feel like Jennifer being her best friend for so long and knowing her child the longest, regardless of whether she said it, repeated it, didn't say it, and didn't check somebody, she's still in the wrong. Because I would still check somebody, even if I hated my
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm
yeah,
with you on that.
yeah, even if I hated that person.
I just hate that
Her kid was affected.
her kid was affected, and also that Jennifer's taking the entire fall for that.
Right, right,
Because that wasn't true,
right.
according to Royce.
Hmm.
And I feel like I wish that Tammy, again, because I feel like everybody was kind of really sensitive about that conversation,
Hmm.
but it never brought it to the table on that show.
Yeah. Hmm.
I feel like they all knew, like, okay, y'all, like, and it's not even, you know what? Listen, you watch. What I would say to you is this: watch it. Let's talk about it tomorrow, and then let's come
Okay.
back and do a review on it.
Okay. Okay.
Because what I think is mixed up in this story is that some things did happen.
Hmm.
We all know Shaq is not the best. He was a cheater,
Right.
and I think that there were some rumors that were going around,
Hmm.
and I think that because that Jennifer was angry with Evelyn,
Hmm.
I think that it wasn't a Jennifer conversation. I think that Royce, Tammy, and Evelyn got together and had a conversation. That's what I'll say. I don't think
Interesting.
that Jennifer was like the headliner of that conversation. Though.
Yeah, but she wasn't even on the show when they were talking about it. So what is she?
It had nothing to do about being the headline. Nothing to do with that. Watch the interview. I'm just telling you
Okay.
that, and then let's come back and talk about it,
Okay. Yeah.
because I feel
Okay.
like that conversation has been going on for a long time.
That's so weird because again, Malaysia was one of the people like the conversation that, in like it
I don't
okay.
think Malaysia had anything, even had any acknowledgement of that. I think that Malaysia, again, and I'm gonna stand up for my girl. I think she was just trying to stay on the show, and so because her anger was so misplaced to me, it never made sense to me. And I know you is like, you understand what it is, but I think the real thing was between Tammy, Jennifer, and Royce, and what Royce knew, what was told to them, and why they kept saying that they have all heard that conversation before.
Okay. Well, let's move on. I don't want to
Okay.
continue because I haven't seen it and
It did validate Jennifer for me, but we'll go back to it another time.
okay. I don't feel like Jen is so because she knew she was and she was apologetic to Ev, so she did something. Okay.
I think
So
she was a part of a conversation that she about something that she said that she did hear, and she did say on that season, she was like, "We all had a conversation about Evelyn sleeping with his ex." She said that,
right.
but listening to Royce, that could have been true.
Okay. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's move on. Okay, so again, so you have nothing actually to add in regards to what the scene between Ev and Shanice.
No, I just said I do feel sad for Shanice, because I
Yeah,
feel like she should have never been a part of that.
yeah, I
Um,
agree.
I think that a lot of that was, and I guess because I heard this conversation,
Hmm.
I think they just talked a lot of shit about Evelyn at that time.
And I agree. I feel like that's the point. But if if Ev is ready to turn the page, I'm
Then
not
let's
saying
turn the page.
and then
But I
let's turn the
also think that
page.
Shanice should be forced to turn the page at the same time as her mom.
She doesn't have to be forced to do it because she's not on the show. But again, I do see that she knows that her mom is filming on the show and she's
Hmm.
going to have to do scenes with this woman. And so, I felt kind of bad a little bit too for Ev because she was just kind of like, she could walk in the door. I don't want to make my daughter feel uncomfortable, but that is a check. That's her job.
Right.
And so it's kind of like, she's going to have interaction. And so I thought that conversation was interesting because I feel like Shanice is just like, everybody needs to keep my name out their mouth, which she should feel that way. And I feel like that for all the kids. No, and on any show. I don't think that any show should have the women talking about each other's children at all.
Right.
Period.
So I want to bring this up. Miss Brittany says, she said Jennifer never apologized to Shanice, and that really what Shanice is hurt about.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that it was Jennifer's. I don't think it was Jennifer's conversation.
But even if it
But
wasn't Jennifer's fault, she knows that it hurt her
I think
feelings.
that's why Jennifer is so gun ho on, like, I never said this, or I never brought this conversation up. She's like, we had a conversation about it. I don't think that Jennifer brought this conversation up at all. I don't.
I
And
think that Miss
even though
Bernice is right.
when you watch it, if you read between the lines of what Royce is saying, you can kind of see it. Maybe you can watch it and get something totally different.
Right.
I don't think Jennifer brought it up.
Whether she brought it up or not, she's known that girl since she was a little girl. And I think what Miss Bernice is saying is right, is that even if whether she apologized or had a conversation with her, I feel like that is needed. Her name was included. She was led to believe that it was her. So even
Right.
if she goes to Shanice and says, I never said that, but I'm so sorry that you were hurt, I think
Mm-hmm.
that Shanice would appreciate that and then want to turn that page. But she's never done that. She's all of this time has said, I never did it, I never said it, I never did, so and I don't
I
believe
don't
her.
think that she did, but
I don't believe her. Even if, like I said, even if she was on the phone and just hearing the conversation, as knowing that little girl and knowing her mom, she should have stood up for her as her ex-best friend, whether they were had fallen out or not. She shouldn't have been a part of it at all.
that's a Tori. This is what I'm telling you. This is how I feel. Toria says Tam is responsible for all of that. Period. She should talk to Shanice and talk with her. She should have. I'm just telling you from what I heard. I really I think they threw Jennifer under the bus. I don't
Then
know.
why then why wouldn't
I feel like the reason why Shawnee said it because she was upset
then
because
why
of
wouldn't Jen
even
just
when
talk to her?
huh?
Why wouldn't Jen just talk to her then?
I don't think she had an opportunity because Jennifer. I mean, Evelyn was like, you can never talk to my daughter.
Right.
She did. She said that on the show. You could
But
never
she's
talk to her.
but she's been grown now. She just celebrated her 30th birthday, so she's been grown now.
I think that Jennifer's respecting Evelyn's boundaries. I feel like Jennifer probably will. We may see this on this season, but I feel like she's respecting Evelyn's boundaries. I think again, I've never thought that Jennifer have ever said this. When I heard what Royce said on this interview, it made a lot of sense. And I feel like when she said we all had a conversation, and they never said. I think that because the both of them didn't want to throw Royce underneath the bus, it never came from Jennifer. But
All right. Well, let me watch
let's watch it and then we can
let's
review
watch it.
that.
Let's
And then
move. Yeah,
yes,
let's move on. Okay. So and again, I don't necessarily know if I believe Royce either, because I feel like she also, she had so much bad blood with Ev too. I don't know her like that, and I don't trust her.
when I tell you, like, Royce was real, like, I'm not a big fan of Royce's either at all, like,
Yeah.
at all.
Right.
But Royce's interview with Carlos King, it seemed very genuine.
Okay. All
It
right.
did.
Well, let's check it out and let's get back to the episode. So
Okay.
then Jac'eil and Brooke meet
And
at the hair
also
shop.
real quick, Cindy, I will say this: even when Richie did his review today, he intertwined everything too as well. And I was like, so it's not just me.
Okay.
So it wasn't just me thinking these things. So that's why I'm just saying, like, I want to see you watch it, and then let's talk about it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. So Jac'eil and Brooke meet at the hair shop, and Jac'eil's going to do some styling for Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not know I learned something that I did not know about Brooke. So what did you think about this scene and their friendship?
I love Brooke and Jac'eil's friendship. If it's
Me
real or
too.
if it's fake, it seems extremely authentic to me.
Me too.
I even like tweeted as it was going on because Brooke and Evelyn were tweeting live on Twitter,
Uh-huh.
and they were like, "Who's tweeting with us?" So I was like, let me get involved with it. So I did it, and Evelyn followed me on Twitter, y'all. By the way, that's the point. But I did start tweeting live with them or whatever. And also with Jac'eil as well. I was tweeting with Jac'eil, Brooke, and Evelyn. Jennifer wasn't on. Jackie was on, but you know what? One thing, and this is outside of this as well. Jackie doesn't tag anyone from the show in any of her things, what she used to do last year,
Ah.
which is weird to me because this also means like they are really like getting Jackie out of here. Remember we read that thing about them trying to get her off the show.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And it's always like basketball wives, and she's making her comments, and it's like hashtag Jackie Christie. She never tags anyone in her comments. But what I will say is this: I do love Jac'eil and Brooke's friendship. It seems extremely authentic to me. I love that she's choosing her as like her stylist for this.
Me too.
Also, like even learning, and this is another thing I feel like, you know, from the past seasons where it comes in where like the girls come in, like we see the Bayang, with his bad hair, with his bad Bayang. And we had OG with the bad hair. We had Tammy with the bad Bayang. You know, all the people came with these bad hair. But Jac'eil comes in and like, you know, she said this is a $6 ponytail last episode.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like her.
They never like read her for that. It looked good. You know what I'm saying?
Because she's a real hairstylist. So
it's not about not having the money because listen, the Bay Yank could have came with a $6 ponytail. Tammy could have, so could have OG. So it's not about the fact that they couldn't afford to have a good hairstyle.
Right.
That the ponytail she had her hair looked great.
Yeah,
she's also a hairstylist.
Yep.
So I love that, the fact that she was like, you know, I want to change for myself, and she chose her to do her hair and lifestyle.
Yeah, I love it too, and I did not know that Brooke, and it makes sense because her hair is always on point. That she went to cosmetology school, and so did her daughter. And I was very moved by that. But it did seem like a genuine connection. Again, like I said, my problem and why I rated it so low was the scenes were so like 20 seconds, 1 minute, like so quick. But they did, it did show that they were bonding, and I really like to see that, because I feel like she's giving the newbies some hope, because she is trying to really respect and get to know everybody and not just be like, we're new and we're against the OGs, basically, So anyway, I liked the scene for that reason. And they had a real moving moment there, which seemed, again, to me, genuine.
And I feel like Brooke just has that. Like I feel like even from last season, like we talked about this, like she just has that personality where either we're gonna be cool, we're not gonna be cool. Right. But when she likes you, she likes you.
Yeah.
And I feel like Jac'eil just comes in with that whole thing. Like they're not even like battling her with the accountability of everything. And then we'll get into that in a minute. But I love the friendships that she is building.
Me too.
She's like the middle ground of like the new girls and the old girls.
Yep, that's what I just said, and I agree 1,000%. For sure.
No, I'm just like saying what you're saying, but
yeah, but and we need that because it seemed so divided, like the first 2 episodes. I mean, even the 3rd episode when they went ice skating, it was like a clear divide, except for Jackie. So
well, and of course Jackie's going to do whatever the other girls do.
Of course. And speaking of Jackie, the next scene is Wacky Jackie and Brittany meet up at the crystal store. And what did you think about this?
Who was it? Jackie? Was it Jackie, Brooke, and who else?
No, it was Jackie and Brittany.
Jackie and Brittany. Jackie and Brooke Brittany was talking about how she believes the crystal, but she doesn't have any. All that stuff.
And Jackie bought her one, and I thought that was sweet.
I thought that was a good scene.
Okay, I mean that because she was actually vulnerable in that scene, and she was talking about her situation. I'm not sure why Jackie was crying, and I was like, are those real tears?
I think what a lot of it was also because Brittany has been like, F Brooke, and I ain't never going to do this. And then she was kind of like, basically like, if there's an opportunity, I'm okay with it. To come back and like have a conversation and mend the pieces. Before she was like, I'm not doing none of that. Yeah. But also Brittany is like, to me, she's like, when she's with Jackie, she's different.
She's different, and that's what I said earlier. Like when she's not around You know, what do you call her? Creepyana?
Creepyana.
Oh, when she's not around Creepyana, she acts completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different. Because even when Jackie was around and they were all together, she was acting different again because
Yeah.
Creepyana was there. So, so I, you know, again, we get to hear more of her story. Obviously, it's affecting her a lot. Seemed like Jackie was crying more than the girl, but you could tell that it really was hurtful to her what she's had to go through, and she was like, had to spend like 50K on like a lawyer just to try to, you know, get
Her
what.
story is sad though.
I'm sorry.
I think her story is sad though.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, it's also like, you know,
I,
again,
I I really wish she would have said like during that ice skating thing, like I just talked to my mom
right.
and what happened before because it would have made so much more sense.
It would have made so much more sense, and it also would have made her more, you know, bond more with the OGs, which she
Yeah.
had an opportunity to do. And I just
Yeah.
feel like instead she just got drunk, and that just didn't happen. And again, you know, the back and forth of like, you know, her saying, you know, I didn't say it first, and all of this stuff is kind of like, girl, at the
And the productions like you did.
you did, right? So yeah, anyway, I don't want to jump ahead. So anyway,
Oh well, yeah. I'm sorry. I did. I'm sorry.
I no, that's okay. I did like the scene. It was one of the scenes that I wasn't as annoyed by Jackie's behavior, so that was good to see. And I think she kind of, like she says, she sees her like a maternal figure. So she,
Yeah.
you know, I think she was. It was easier for her to be vulnerable with her. So I liked to see that. And then we jump to Ev and Jen, and Jen comes over for a little visit and some coconut water. What do you think about
Yeah.
that? What'd you think?
I'm always gonna love a good Jennifer and Evelyn
Me
conversation when they're
too.
having a good time together.
I
You
love
know,
to
hint,
see it.
hint, Malaysia and Brandy. Um, I'm always gonna love those type of moments because I feel like we miss those moments.
Yes.
Um, just seeing that moment between Jennifer and Evelyn after all these years
Yep.
from the OG, we the OGs of the fans of the show.
Right.
I love to watch that part. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too.
It's not always about the battling and the fighting and things like this.
No.
Royce actually said this as well, but it's not always about this. It's like, Evelyn and Jennifer, to me, create the friendship mode of reality
They
television.
did. Absolutely.
And I always love to see that when it
Me
comes
too.
down to Jennifer and Evelyn. Um, even the fact, we're not there yet, so I'll wait. But
Okay.
I love this part.
I loved the scene too. I just felt like it's right. You could see that, you could see their genuine friendship
Yeah,
after all that has happened and after all of these years. It was just really, it made me happy. It made me happy to see them in a better place, being happy, reminiscing. They were talking about, you know, she was like, remember we, you know, just reminiscing about their crazy days in Miami. She was just like,
yeah,
they would give us bottle services, and then we'd stay out all night, and then we, you know, would wake up and do it again the next day. It was just a nice moment to see. And you know, again, we've waited now years to see this happen. You know,
absolutely.
so I was like, thank you, production.
Hint,
Thank
hint, Malaysia
you.
and Brandy. But
Oh my
yes.
god. Nobody is thinking about that woman except for you and her husband.
I need that friendship to be rekindled.
Oh god. Okay. Okay, so we love to see it, loved it. And then they I'm sorry, it's not funny, but also in that scene, Jen tells Ev about getting scammed with the puppy. And then we had to see her Christian Combs knock off, even though his name is Christian as well. Her and him hugged up, talking up on the phone, or you know, talking online, trying to get this puppy. What'd you think about that part?
I just, my purse goes out to Jennifer
Yeah, Jen, I
because
just don't.
why in the world
Ugh.
could you not stop getting scammed?
Exactly. Exactly. And did you see her special? Like, if we tied in her special before this episode.
I kept falling asleep in it, and then like it was like I was
Uh-huh.
going to sleep during it, and not
Uh-huh.
that it was boring. I was just really tired.
Right.
I was waking up and like in the middle of it, like basketball was back on. I was like,
Right.
are they mixing this in? Like, I didn't know what was happening. So I had to go back and watch it
uh,
because I was like so confused. And then
yeah.
I realized I was really like getting confused because then Orlando was involved. I was like, okay, now I know I've been asleep for a long time.
Exactly.
But I was like falling asleep during when it came on because the crazy part was Brooke and Evelyn were talking about before the show had went on,
Yep.
like
Even
before
went on.
basketball came on.
Yep.
So I didn't know that it was coming on afterwards.
Oh no, it came on before. It came
But they
on.
showed okay, so they showed it. I didn't see it before. I saw the afterwards one.
Okay. So
And
yeah, no.
so when I
So
was
it went.
watching it, I
Uh-huh.
think that I was waking up in the middle of them replaying Basketball Wives LA
Oh, got
in
you.
Orlando.
Got you.
I was so confused.
I know. So really,
I
so
was like, how the hell did Brooke get into the like, I didn't know what was going on. I was so confused. So I have to
yes.
go back and watch it.
Yeah, you should. It's good. I mean, they've only done one part. I don't know how many parts there are, but it was really good. And I remember last season I told you I wasn't interested in seeing it, but it's not only her story, but they bring on other women. And it's just so sad.
Yes. Because I
It's
woke up and there was
just
another woman talking at
yes.
one point.
It's
And
just like
that's why I was really confused. I was like, I
yeah.
saw Evelyn, I saw Brooke, then there's some lady I don't know, then the Orlando girl. I was so confused.
Yes.
But it was because I was asleep.
But I love and then Angela Yee was on there too, like interviewing her about the situation. Like it was that part was a little confusing, but so it was her doc that aired, then Basketball Wives, then Orlando. So you
Got you.
kept falling asleep and getting up during that whole cycle, and then they replayed the whole thing all over again. So, yeah, I could see it being confusing, but again, I was like, now you got scammed from the puppy. Like Jen, make better choices. And that is why I'm telling you, like I'm just concerned about this dude. I mean, but we'll get to the scene later with Ev and her opinion of that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I feel bad for her. So
And Cindy's
poor
here.
thing.
Tori's here. She says Cindy, that guy rips out so many women. We're
Yes.
gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we need to. I don't know if we need to review that, but it was definitely interesting. Yes, he did.
We've already did that, but we can go back.
Yeah, no. About her doc. We have not reviewed the
Oh,
documentary.
the guy
Yeah.
who scared from the dog.
Yes. No. The guy who scammed her for her car. He scammed so many
Oh, yeah,
women.
yes.
Yeah.
We could do that too. We could do that too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. So I mean, it literally, when you think you've heard it all, it keeps getting
I
more
was trying to
crazy.
find this morning. I could not even go back and find it. I didn't go back and find it because I want to watch it.
Yeah. Okay. Or I'll send you the link too when we're done.
Yes,
Um.
please do.
Okay. So then,
And was they scared like men too?
yeah. And
Yeah.
then and this the scene, not the scenes, the when they show the upcoming um episode, like he scams his family too. Like I mean, they have like a therapist on there that talks about how these con men do this stuff, and that how they have I don't want to give it away. It's just really
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
It's
because I
really,
want to watch it. I want to watch it.
yeah, it's really interesting. Okay.
So wait,
So
there's parts of this.
yeah, there's more than one part. So again, I don't know
Wow.
if it's 2 episodes or 3 or 4. I don't know, but
Okay.
yeah. So anyway,
Got you.
I'm just glad that she got this project off the ground, and that Jac'eil can no longer claim to be a producer. So, but yeah, it's just kind of, it's shocking. Anywho, so let's get back to the episode. So then we get to the new girls, including Creepiana, um, um, meet up. I, I, I don't, I don't have anything for this scene. Do you?
What was it?
That all the new girls get together again and be like, catch up. They all catch up, because
I,
that's when
I don't have a lot
Jac'eil.
for it, but what I do like is that they actually do this though.
Okay, that they went to the park and met up and all of that.
Yeah, I feel like I do like the fact that again I feel like they're building like what's going to happen afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like that they are still building this friendship. I wish that Creepyana would not be there.
Yeah.
Um, but even the Bayang, I'm not a fan of hers really like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like that Brittany, Jac'eil, and Creepyana, get together and have conversations
and have a
talk about
conversation.
stuff. Yes.
I think it was good for them to kind of clear the air. But once again, Brittany,
Because Still's like, I mean, we're not gonna sit here and talk shit about everybody though. And I still
right?
I like that. So
I liked it, and also she was giving Clayana, Creepiana the side eye, being like, "Can I
because
finish
she
my
said she
thought?"
won't let her talk.
Yeah, she was like, "Can I finish my thought?" Like, I mean, and I feel like again, Creepiana seems so intense and being like she's not relevant, but you're not relevant. Nobody knows who you are, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Right.
Nobody knows you. They're trying to get to know you, and that's their job, to try to get to know you. So the fact that she's so defensive and negative, is so weird to me. Like, her energy and her vibe is so defensive and angry,
Yeah.
and I don't get it. And then I think that rubs off on Brittany. And like you said, like, even when Brittany's trying to elevate, when Creepiana is around, it brings her down to that level. And
Yeah.
I don't like it. And so at that point, I could see Brittany and Creepiana bonding over like this misplaced anger. And
Yeah.
Jac'eil was giving them the side eye, especially Creepiana, being like, you didn't even hear her point of view. You know what I'm
At
saying?
all.
At all. She was like, "Do you think that you owe her an apology?" She was like, "No." But you pushed that woman for no reason.
Literally, like you put your hands on her for no reason.
Yes, for no reason. And being and again, kind of baby shaming her, like, you didn't have a child. It's something
And
wrong with
I
that
love
woman.
that Jacelle even pointed, like, held her accountable
Yes.
for that. Like,
Yep, me too. I just thought, I mean, again, I didn't, I could have lost that scene, but you do have a good point. You bring in a good point. Like, if they're setting it up for later, yes, you do want to see them, either build their relationships or let them fall apart, you
because
know.
if they just come back next season, like we're not gonna have a lot from them.
Yeah.
And I want them to have those moments where like we see the friendship being built between the three or the four of them,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully the three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I just feel like it gives us more context to why they're still there.
Mm-hmm.
And if other girls come back, we still have this friendship and why it's been built.
Yep.
I feel like because with between the Bayang and Brittany, listen, they came in, they were headstrong,
Yep.
whatever it is.
Yep.
I feel like Jocelyn's like that person's like, but y'all let me hold y'all accountable.
Yeah, I agree.
And then whoever else comes in after them is like, okay, well, these girls operate this way.
Mm-hmm.
I still feel like they're gonna bring in other girls. Did you know that Bridge is still tweeting, by the way? I'm sorry, I had to bring this up.
Oh my gosh.
She's
Are you
like, when
kidding?
did she go to jail? I'm sorry.
Exactly, because she got her sentence. So it's like, why are you
What
still
time? What
out?
is
And I
the
would
date?
exactly. And also, we need to research that too, because if I were her, I would want to get in there as soon as possible so I can get back to my daughter.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's still tweeting. I saw her, Bridge was tweeting because my notifications are on. She's
Hmm.
still tweeting.
About Basketball Wives.
Yes,
Wow.
I don't understand.
I don't either. Oh gosh, British. And the ankle monitor. That's all I think. Okay.
All I
So,
think.
all
All I
right.
think about.
All right. So again, I didn't really have much about the new girls, but you did bring up a really great point, and now I do see your point. It is, and I started to like Jacelle in that moment even more, and she
Mhm.
could see it. She could see the BS, like she could see,
Right.
Clayana's BS for sure, because literally she was just like, "But can I finish?" Because she was trying to give her the feedback from her meeting that she had, with Jen and with Brooke for
And if you follow her, you need to follow her on Twitter too,
uh-huh.
and turn on your notifications because she goes off on them on Twitter
Does she?
live, like while the show's going on.
About
Jacelle goes off about why she won't mind her business,
oh goodness.
and
Okay.
I love that about Jacelle.
I like her. I really like, she's
Yeah,
quickly becoming one of my favorites.
mine too.
I would rather see her than Jackie. But anywho, okay, so let's move on. We had the new girl moment, then we had the OG moment, except for with Bayang. And this was so awkward to me and cringy. But let me hear what you think. So
When
it
they were
was
working
Ev,
out,
yeah, Ev, Jackie, and Bayang working out.
I do feel like Evelyn was trying to give her a really good chance, especially when she
Yeah.
talked about it. Like, this is what happened, but because she's friends, is her name Ashley?
Amy.
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 I want to give her a chance. Again, people will never give Evelyn the credit for the growth.
Right.
She's like, because she is close to Amy, I want to give her a chance. I feel like that Evelyn did a great job with,
Yep.
in that space.
Yep.
And I feel like that the Bay Gang should have taken this time
Mm-hmm.
to realize, like, listen, maybe I don't have to be this messy.
Right. I agree with you. I mean, again, I give credit for Ev's growth because,
Hey,
15,
princess.
15 years ago, she would not have done that at all. She
Right.
wouldn't have been in the same room. Hey,
Real talk.
princess. She wouldn't have been in the same room. She wouldn't be in the same building with that woman.
Mm-hmm.
After talking about her child. But again, she is, trying to keep good co-parenting relationship with, the two brothers. They're brothers, and
Right.
it's as simple as that. So I got to take my hat off to her for that. Um,
And at
and
least
then and,
acknowledge
and
that part. Like, she's really going out of her way in doing
yep,
that. She's
yep,
like, listen, we had this argument, but now this is where we at.
yep.
This is what's her name? Amy Ashley. What's her name?
Amy.
Amy's friend.
Yep.
And I really don't want beef with her
Hmm.
because they are friends. So let me at least try.
Try. Absolutely.
And it's like the Bayang, she just can't stop.
She can't. But she Bang did behave herself, so I'm gonna give her
For
some
for
credit
this part, yes, she
for
did.
this part.
But then
Yeah.
I saw that who was it? I think it was Jennifer while this was going on was tweeting, and now because I got the tweets too.
Uh-huh.
She was like, "Why is she helping you work out?"
Right.
She was
Exactly.
like, out of all the people in the world, she's helping you work out. Like, I mean,
Right.
you're like the workout queen. Evelyn be
Right.
working out every day. If y'all ever
Yes, she
follow her
does.
on Instagram, Evelyn's working out
She
every day.
does every day.
So Jennifer didn't understand it.
Yeah, but I think, but again, Jen, to your point is that she was trying to give
Yeah.
the girl a chance, and
Yeah.
so, and she was smart because she wore her own apparel and she could plug her product.
And she plugged it all through Twitter the entire
Oh,
night.
did she?
She
I
absolutely
love it.
did. She absolutely
Yeah, I love her suit. So when I saw her, I was like, look at Ev being smart. She was
and
like, look, if I
actually the what she had on that scene,
uh-huh.
Portia from Housewives of Atlanta had that on. I
Oh,
believe Malaysia had it on one season as well.
okay.
And then if you go to her website, Shanice is her model for most of her
Of
stuff.
course. Yeah, of
So
course.
yeah,
I thought it was hilarious and I thought it was great because I could just hear her being like, if I have to film a scene with that beat, I'm gonna plug my stuff and and show
okay,
it in a full scene. And I was like, go ahead, Ev. So anyway,
yeah.
I thought it was weird. And of course, then we have, wacky drunk Jackie with her brown liquor.
Wait, but Jackie coming and said, "I had to drink my apple juice."
Yes, apple
Now I
juice.
said, "Now, first of all, we all knew
We
there
all
was
know
no.
that that's not
She
apple
might have
juice.
mixed some apple juice in that. They say it was Hennessy, but I think it was that Broussard.
I think it was the Broussard as well. And if not, even
Have you
if
ever
it
been
was
to a liquor
Hennessy.
store and seen that Broussard in the liquor store?
No,
I haven't either.
I have not. I'm like, Jackie, what are you talking about? I'm so busy. I have all these businesses. Anyway, no, I did not. So when she came in, I'm just like, she keeps talking about losing weight. That is why she's having a gut. She's getting older. She cannot continue to drink the brown liquor or any liquor, to be honest, if she truly wants to be healthy, right? So you
Literally,
can't even come to a workout without your brown liquor. And so, Deb, did you notice that it was almost gone?
it was when she drank it was all gone after she
It was
drank it.
all gone after she drank it.
And when Bayang has smelled it,
We
she's like,
know.
"That's definitely Hennessy." No, that's
Exactly.
bizarre, but either
Exactly.
way, it was alcohol.
Absolutely. And you and I know that that bottle was filled before she left home.
And how many did she have before she got there?
Exactly. Exactly. I'm like, Jackie, knock it off. You know, I'm
Please.
I'm like, ma'am, just, you're act your age, please.
She should have made something called Bapa Lapaca. What was that? Wasn't that what it was when Tammy was on the show that time?
Yes,
Bapa Lapaca?
when they were in Puerto Rico, and she was like,
Yes.
"Lapa lapa da," or whatever.
Yes.
And that's
Tammy
all
was
they
like, I know there was a lot of things in that drink, but it was the Bapa Lapaca.
Exactly. And it was just a pina colada. They were doing like a pina colada tasting. Leave it to Jackie to mess up the words of everything. Okay.
She should have capitalized off that though.
Yeah. So and in my notes I wrote down useless scene. But again, yes, that was an olive branch, and again, shout out to our girl for promoting her product. Child.
Absolutely.
Okay. So then we get back to Jackie and Bayang and the double date with the husbands. What are your thoughts? Yeah.
Why did we watch a cooking video from two people who can't cook?
Right.
First of all, Jackie and the Bayang put raw rice
and raw
cheese
and raw potatoes.
No, but they put raw rice and cheese in the microwave.
Yes.
And I'm like, and Jackie was like, well, I think you're supposed to put them in separately. And I said, at this point, don't put nothing in the microwave.
Exactly.
Unless somebody had brought it to the house, you had to heat it up.
Exactly.
It was no impossible. The potato, I think the chicken was already kind of cooked.
It was.
But I also feel like when
but
Isaiah was like, when they put it on
it looked like a regular rotisserie that you get at Ralph's.
Yeah, like from Walmart.
Yes.
Wherever they got it from, right. They didn't cook that.
No.
But when Isaiah said, "I smelled no seasonings," I thought to myself, "What?" No one even picked up on the fact that they put raw rice, hard rice.
Doug did.
No, I'm talking about that was watching because we was on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, and I tagged Jackie in this. And why are you putting raw rice and cheese at the same time? And I know the Bayang was one who said something about the cheese. In the microwave, you have to cook that rice.
Yes.
If you want to add cheese to it, but that rice was not even cooked yet.
No. It was.
And then when Doug was like,
thing looked so disgusting. I was like, ugh.
But then when Doug was like, it's not even layered. Like the cheese is not even. I was like, Doug knows that Jackie doesn't cook that mother thing in his house because.
But also both of them, both Doug and that guy, her husband, Bayang's husband, they know that their wives can't cook. So why didn't they just meet at a restaurant or something?
But Doug was the champ because he actually tasted that damn potato.
Yeah, well, he tried to pretend like he was going to taste it, and when
he was like, "Okay, it ain't done. We're done here. I'm gonna have a drink."
Exactly. He said, "I'll just keep drinking wine all night." And just skip the food. Come on, get it together.
Wait, Toria said the Bayang, the Bayang says the potatoes were decoration.
Decoration, yes, Toria.
I missed that part. I missed that part.
You missed it, because when Doug first, he said, "Let me try a potato, and if it's not done, I'm just gonna drink wine all night."
I heard him say that, but I know she said.
And then right after that, Bayang said, "The potatoes were decoration, Jackie."
I have no idea, but Jackie always says she don't cook nothing though.
She says she doesn't cook anything, and we've seen her not cook. Even when the girls last season went to their house in Sacramento, Doug was cooking with the chef. She wasn't in the kitchen.
Allegedly.
But that salmon he made was him just making the salmon. The salmon looked good, okay?
Yes.
But they know their wives can't cook, so why do we need that scene? I just felt
I did think the scene was funny though.
It was funny in a sad way. They look like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I'm
like, so did y'all where was did y'all ever eat?
No, they never ate because they.
No, I'm saying after the scene was over, did y'all order food? What happened?
I know, or did they just go out to a restaurant after that?
Yeah, I just want to know, did anybody ever get to eat any food?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't think so. So, Deb, I really don't.
But I did think I thought it was cute. I thought it was funny. I enjoyed those kind of things.
Yeah, it was just kind of
especially
silly
when
to
it comes to
me.
Jackie.
Yeah, it was just silly, and I would much rather see her do that. And then when she was just like, "Oh, we can't talk about the gossip," because when Bayane tried to say she gave had a whole file on Christian, she was like, "No, I don't do that in front of Doug. No, no, Doug, no, Doug."
When she said that though, Cindy, it was like, let me check you real quick, bitch, because
Right,
now I know we
my
talking about the shit
husband
in this kitchen, but don't
exactly.
bring this shit out here to Doug because Doug will be back in Sacramento coaching that team again.
Right, exactly. It was so
And I
funny,
need
and I
Doug to stay for at least 24 hours. Don't bring
exactly,
this up.
exactly. Don't bring this up. I don't do that in front of my husband. And she's right. She never does. But I also thought it was so weird and creepy that Bayang is so into people's relationships that
Me
she's
too.
always trying
Me
to,
too.
like she doesn't even know Jen like that. It's not like she's really trying to look out for her. Like they're just getting to know each other. So the
You're not
fact that
her friend.
you're not her friend. So it would make more sense if one of the other OGs did it, but not her. And I
Right.
just was like, why are you all up in this man? And even when I skipped that part because again I didn't care. I felt like it was useless scene with the new girls. Even the first thing that she said, or at least the first thing that they showed when she showed up there, was that Ev is not engaged anymore. They didn't ask her that.
No one asked her that.
No one asked her that. She's like obsessed with relationships. It's really, really
But
weird.
we know why though.
Yes, but again, if you are so afraid of your man being a cheater, then you should go get therapy, number one, and then dump the man. But don't take all of your, again, talking about misplaced behavior. She's like her jealousy and her like craziness, kookiness with these relationships. She needs to go and heal that, you know?
But it's deflection though. It's like, let
Yeah.
me talk about you so you have to talk about me.
No, I
And
don't think so.
she keeps going on the interview saying, well,
Bless you.
excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me.
I know. Sometimes mine comes out in threes too. Bless you,
She
bless you.
keeps going on this interview saying that she exposed her business. Do it at the beginning of the show,
Yes.
not after you try to expose everybody else's shit.
No, but also the fact that it would even matter to her. And again,
Right,
let's be clear. They're just getting to know each other.
right.
What stranger do you expect to be digging into the person who you're in a relationship with to come back with a whole file of information? What are you doing?
Well, even if a stranger did, would you believe them?
Right. It's just
So you couldn't
weird.
be doing no due diligence to Jennifer because she doesn't even know. She doesn't even want to deal with you.
She doesn't want to deal with you at all. And not even that. Fix your broken relationship. That's the one that you should be focused on. Don't
Right.
focus on everybody else's stuff. Like it was giving, like Toria said, it was giving obsessed. It was giving creepy.
All right. Thank you, Toria.
So okay. So then after we have the double date, then we meet up with Brooke, Ev, and Jackie at the candle shop. What do you think about that?
At the candle shop.
At the candle shop.
Talk to me about more about this so I can remember what happened.
So, Ev, Jackie, Brooke meet up. They just kind of catch up on all what's happening. Jackie talks about, yeah, I really liked Bayang, basically.
Hmm.
And when she was talking about them meeting up and that she really liked her, she mentioned that Bayang had the file, and Ev and Brooke clutched their pearls, and then we're like, what?
Oh
You know,
yeah, yeah.
and because she was just like, and I want to get, she was like, because I want to get us all together for a cooking show. I mean, I'm sorry, a cooking
It was a cooking show.
event. Yeah, a cooking event. Yeah, exactly, a cooking
Right,
event. And Ed was like, I'm gonna be out of town. I'm like, Evelyn, you need to be on the show, girl. If you're gonna be
right,
on the show, be on the show. I
right.
was annoyed when she said she was gonna miss another event. But anyway, but the long story short was that Ev and Brooke both were like, don't get involved. And why is Bayang involved? Basically, what do you think?
I felt the same way they felt. Like why?
Yeah, why?
Why?
Yeah.
Even going back to what Jackie said earlier. Like I won't hear nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even when Brooke said like Jennifer's gonna get your ass, which we know she's not.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just like you don't want to be friends with these people. And
Exactly.
I didn't.
I wouldn't trust her. I don't trust her. Like, again, like I said, as a Leo, loyalty is huge to me. And the fact that Bayang was already scraping up dirt just makes me look at her sideways. She,
And stop trying to use the excuse of you're trying to be a friend to her.
yeah, it's not.
Listen, she has enough friends.
Exactly. She doesn't need
And
her.
Virgos are big. Like, listen, it takes a lot to be our friend.
Yep.
So you can't just come in and give me some advice about or tell me some tea about my man that I'm dating, and then I'm your friend. It don't work that
Exactly.
way.
It does not work like that at all. And also, I felt like, what both Ev and Brooke said was true. Ev was like, all of them, including Jac'eil, they were all like, first of all, why is Jen like a magnet for scams?
Which was a good question.
Great question. And that's why, and I want to just remind you that I did say to you, it seems questionable that you have made all these bad decisions, but this guy is a good one, right?
You're right, Sandy. Like, I mean,
I'm just saying. I'm
as much
not
as
wishing.
I really like, I feel like as the season's been going on, I really want to like him. It's just hard.
Yeah,
And even what she was saying about the dog, I know that they didn't believe it,
right.
but I was like, nah, but Yang might be on some shit. You know,
Right, right.
I don't know. I just hope that it doesn't come out later on that it was a part of a scheme that he had going.
I know. I know.
And I think that even when Evelyn said it, it also made me think like that she might in the back of her mind believe it.
Right. Because she said, she goes, what, like, she told Brooke and Jackie about the scam with the puppy. And so she was just like, they were like, who paid for the puppy? Did Jen pay
Yeah.
for the puppy? And then did the money go to him? Like,
Yes.
they're already looking at him as a scammer, because they get the same vibe that I told you from the very beginning. Even last season when we saw the guy for the first time
Yeah.
offline, we this was not included in the season, obviously, but when we saw that she had a new boo that wasn't God, I'm forgetting his
On the
name,
show.
Cutie
Oh,
Pie,
Jelani?
Jelani. Yes, when we
Do I
saw
need
that
to play
she
my
had
videos so you can remember him? Or just play?
no, I mean, it is your show. You could do whatever you want. But I was just going to say, when we saw that she had a new boo that wasn't Jelani, I was like, the first thing that I got, and I sent it to you, was like, he seems like a scammer to me.
Yeah.
This is before we even heard him talk anything. It just doesn't
It's
seem
how, and I
genuine.
looked him up.
Yep, that's right. It
And I
does
found
not
out a
seem
lot about
genuine.
him, which she brought up a lot of things that about him. I think what I will say is this: people can change. We all know that.
Yep.
Has this man changed or not? I feel like with this dog situation, it does throw up a red flag.
Absolutely.
And so I'm not so far off with the Bay Gang at this point.
No.
When it comes down to that,
Right.
I pray to God that man didn't scam her.
I am with you there. I really want her to have
I
have
don't
the look.
I don't agree with no Bay Gang like that at all.
No.
But I also can be
Something
in
seems
agreement with
fishy.
her.
Even even if one of the newbies could see that something seems fishy, what does that
Yeah,
tell Jen?
yeah.
But again, I will say that
And I think you've
Bang,
always said too, like she makes bad decisions with men.
she just does.
Yeah.
She just does. And so again, she needs, if in my opinion, she needs to go and work on that instead of trying to jump into another situation with another guy. But
And also you heard Jackie say, which was funny to me as well. She was like, now where did they get the dog from?
right.
Where did they get the dog from? And Evelyn was like, I think they got it from
Right.
they got it from kids. She was like Toto.
Kansas. Like Toto. Jackie's so stupid. Oh my God.
Now listen,
Yeah.
Jackie, I had to get Jackie a props for that joke.
She's just
Because
so
I'm
wacky.
like, baby, what Jackie is saying is that dog came from fucking nowhere.
Right. But also
Because the dog came from Oz.
Jackie, or exactly, the dog came from Oz and went back to Oz and went back to Oz $750 richer.
Yes. And I
Um,
don't know if Chris had anything to do with it, but it does throw up some red flags,
yes, it
especially
does.
if she's with him and
Unfortunately,
he's been a scammer.
yes, unfortunately, and it's true.
And
And then
I pray to God this man is
it's,
not scamming her.
I wish the same thing for Jen. I want her to be happy. I want her to have her happily ever after. But like I mean, watching her doc beforehand and then
Yeah.
seeing this play out seems kind of similar because like even this guy, the new guy has changed his name from what Bayang found out.
We learned
You
about another
know,
child.
yes, a 13-year-old child, and this kid is only like 30s, so it's like, and he served 10 years, so he's been busy,
Yeah.
like how'd you do all this? You were locked up, and then the kid's 13 instead of the two little ones. You don't count the older kid, like it's
And if
some-
Jennifer knew that, then why did
yeah.
you just give us all of that?
And not only that, it was him telling his story. He did not mention the 13-year-old.
True.
Okay,
True. True.
so
True. True.
all of it
But I'm
is
just saying, like, even
red
another thing,
flags.
she could have been like, he does have another kid or something.
Right,
Just so,
right.
like, if we had to get back to what the being is going to bring to the table,
It would
we
make
knew that,
sense. Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
And
So
so it does leave a door open for she might not be wrong.
I am with you, but I already said that before we even met Bang.
Yeah,
I
you
told
did.
you. I told you. So let's just hope that it does not turn out that way. So Jac'eil then also mentions her and again I agreed with what Ev said too, that also Jen is grown. Jen is
Facts.
grown.
Yeah.
That's and it like you said as well, if it makes her happy, she likes it, I love it, basically.
Right.
It
I,
is
I
what it
just feel
is.
like as viewers of the show, like we just want
Yeah.
her to be happy.
Yes, I agree.
And if because I mean, it's kind of happening with us right now.
Yeah.
So I will say this, regardless of how we all feel about it, we all want Jennifer to be happy.
Yes, agreed.
And I just hope that this man does not scam her.
Right
Um,
there.
that dog thing, as petty as it is, and as much as we don't like the bayang, you know, I just hope like later on down the line, like we don't realize like he was just testing out how much he could scam her.
Yes. And that's
You
and
know,
that's why I want you to watch that doc, because the guy, the man that took her car, did this to these women. Like it started out with little things like this.
mm,
So I just find it really interesting that she has the knowledge of all of this, but when it is affecting her personally, she
mhm.
cannot see it. She still can't see it. And again, I'm not trying to
I
belabor
might hit
this,
up my
but
girl Ed because I need to talk to her. But I need to
yeah,
watch that documentary first.
you got to see the documentary. I was just kind of like, it is shocking what these
I
women
wonder why
did.
she attracts so many scammers though.
Exactly, and that's what the girls were saying. And again, it is a good question. Like, I mean, if I were Jen, I wouldn't get defensive because she does make these horrible decisions and she gets scammed quite often. Okay,
But I wonder why her friends don't pick up on that before like new people.
they're picking up on it, but you can't tell a grown man. I mean, so a grown woman at her age what kind of man she's going to be with. You can't. You can only tell her like I'm suspicious. But if she's like, but I love him.
But you know what though, you're also right on that, Cindy, and also because I guess they're like becoming friends again, her and
Hmm.
Evelyn.
Yep.
Jennifer doesn't really have any real like friends around her,
Right. Exactly.
so that could be true. That's true.
Yeah, and I just feel like, I mean, it doesn't matter how many times you can tell. My best friend, she was in a horrible marriage. Before she got married, he was a horrible boyfriend. It was so many red flags. She still wound up marrying him. And then now that she's finally out of it and they're divorced, the only thing that she could explain to that was, I didn't see it. I was like, what, even when I was telling you, you didn't see it? And she was like, no, I didn't see it.
You know what's funny? My ex-husband called me last night,
Hmm.
and he was like, "When we were together, did you feel like I lied?" I was like, "You lied every day of my life." Like literally, like you just lied all the time. And he was like, "Well, when did I lie?" I was like, "About everything. Like I don't know a time you didn't lie."
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "I love and I hate two things about you." He was like, I hate the fact that you're going to be honest, but also like that it's true.
Yeah.
And I was like, in my life right now, like I'm in a different space.
Yeah.
And I wish he would have called me like during the daytime where I could have slept at nighttime and talked about this.
Uh-huh.
But I love the fact that he received that,
Yeah.
because I'm like a lot of times that we were together, like the entire time we were together, like I just knew you were lying to me all the time.
Did you know?
And
I'm sorry. Did you say you knew that he was lying all the time, or you
I
did not know?
knew he would, like, I would read to him that he was cheating on me to him. He was like, that's not true.
Wow.
And he was like, it's not true. I'm like, I talked to the boy after I read the messages. You are lying to me.
You're like,
Like,
I know
and,
that.
and you still said it wasn't true.
Yes. Oh wow.
I'm reading what you're saying to him. I read what,
Wow.
like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
But he was like, why did you stay with me so long? And I was like, I just think that I felt like I wish that eventually, like, it would just not happen
Change.
anymore.
It would change. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, but also you're my first boyfriend, you were my first husband.
Right.
So I was naive.
You were trying, and you were trying. You were
I
trying to give it a
also, but I'm
shot.
also like in my day life now, like if you lie to me, it's like a one hitter quitter.
Yeah.
The first lie, I'm out. Like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. I
And
get it.
and he was like, really? And I was like, he's like, I hate that. I hate that I did that for you. And I said, no, because I don't like lying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you could tell me anything. Don't lie to me.
I'm
So
right there with you. I'm the same way.
so that
I
does
hate a
make
liar.
yeah, that does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that maybe I took a different approach. I wish Jennifer would get there.
You know
Like once
what?
you scam, once a scam happens in the relationship, the one time
Right.
I didn't change my whole entire situation.
Exactly. I mean, if after being scammed, even by thick thighs, Tim, you know that she should have been doing background checks from here on out.
Everyone.
Everyone.
And you also knew you dated a scammer
Yep.
who changed his name,
Yep.
his, like all this stuff. So
All
yes,
this
and
stuff.
I hate to give all this to Jennifer, but also I want to give it to Jennifer because I feel like she
It's
does
the
make good
truth.
decisions, and she could be right. He's changed,
Yeah,
but you guess there's a scam that happened in this relationship already,
that's right. And Miss
and
Jackie is
that should
right.
be something you looked at.
Yeah, Miss Jackie is right that you did see potential in your husband.
Yeah, I did,
Yeah,
but I would never
absolutely,
do it for someone else though.
absolutely,
I would
absolutely,
not. Like I have
absolutely
had
not.
so many situations with dating in my life right now. The
Yeah.
first lie, I am out of here.
Out, absolutely. You don't need to repeat that. You've learned your lesson, and that's all we're saying about Jen. We need her at this point to learn her lesson.
Yeah.
And I feel like she needs to go, if she does not have the tools to do that, she needs to go and find those tools to do that.
And
And
and real quick, Cindy, also Jackie, the documentary was on VH1, right?
yes, uh-huh.
So I think you watch it there, and I want to say Tubi.
I don't know. I think it
Are
started
there
out
two different
with V.
ones?
I think no, there's only the one, but I think she sold
Because
it last
it
year.
was on Tubi at first,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I feel like the one was on Tubi wasn't the same one we watched. But Angela Yee.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think this one is definitely produced by the same
No,
production
no, no,
team as.
because I posted on Instagram from Tubi
Uh-huh.
that I didn't watch it, but I don't remember like I didn't remember the professionalism of what I seen on VH1.
No, I think, like I was about to say, I feel like this one is actually, you can tell it's like the same production team as Basketball Wives.
Wait, say it
Yep.
again. Sorry.
I said this one seems like it's the same exact production team as Basketball Wives. It looks so
Yeah,
much more professional. Yeah.
what I seen on Tubi doesn't seem like it was the same. I feel like they were like acting out some stuff or something. Maybe I
Yeah.
watched something different. I don't know.
Yeah, they had reenactments.
Does she have a different something else?
I don't think so, but I don't know. I only know
I know
about
I
this one.
posted something on Instagram and I tagged her and then she reposted it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was this, but because you kept asking like, where is it at? And I went on Tubi, I seen that, reposted it, and she reposted it.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it being that.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I agree with the House of Princess. And that's all I'm saying is that at
Yeah.
Jen's age, she should have be a little bit more wise to this. And right now, she just seems sprung off of this kid, and he is exhibiting and has some questionable behavior. And even Bayang, which was, just getting back to the episode, I was surprised to hear she was like, I should have worked for the CIA, but I was in jail at like 17 and 18, and I ruined that. And I was just like, she's been
Yeah.
crazy. She's been
She's been
crazy
crazy for a very long time.
for a very long time. I'm like, ma'am.
But it's probably just the Bay.
Oh God. Okay, so let us move on. Oh wait, and then so I agree with Ev and Brooke when they were just like, Jackie, are you crazy? You cannot invite Creepiana and not tell Jen.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that they made her
Stop
FaceTime.
bringing that around. Like,
Stop bringing that around. And they know Jen. She doesn't want to deal with her. And
yeah.
so that's what she said. She was just like, she's like, who's all coming? That's what I always ask when my friends are like, I'm having this get together. I'm like, who's all coming? I gotta know.
I had to ask that in my job. They would ask me to go to that. I was like, now who's all gonna be there?
Exactly.
They was like, oh, I was like, okay, I can come visit y'all for a minute. I gotta do YouTube tonight, but I will come and visit.
Exactly.
Well, who was gonna be there?
Yes, exactly. Okay, there you go, Taria. Thank you. Yes, that's what it's called. My True Scam Story. Episode 2 is on at 8, which is again right before Basketball Wives.
It's gonna be on It's on VH1.
It's
So
on VH1.
if you
Yes.
have DVR, if you have like a cable service, you can go back and watch it.
Yes. And so that's why I want you to go back and watch it. It's My True Scam Story. It's
Oh, and Toria says they're going to Amazon next week.
Arizona.
Arizona. Why did I say that?
We'll get
Arizona
there, Toria.
next
No.
week.
Don't jump ahead. So Deb, don't jump
Yes,
ahead.
I'm sorry. I thought she was saying Amazon. Sorry.
No, we're almost there. We're almost there. Okay.
Listen, I'm tired.
Yes. So we're almost there. So we get we're done with that scene. I did like to see the OGs together, including Jen and crazy wacky Jackie. I like to see them together. It was fine.
Me too.
And I like that
bring Brandy back.
Bring Malaysia back. We had a scene with the OGs and we had a scene with the newbie. So I thought it was cool. So then the ladies do meet up for this cooking class, which was a train wreck.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
And you gotta remind me about this too, because this is where I kind of checked out at.
Okay. So they get together for the cooking class. This is when Jackie does invite them to Arizona. But they get together for the cooking class. Creepiana shows up. They talk about, I did take that one picture. Shoot, I forgot to send it to you. Creepiana shows up first by herself, but she
shows up first?
No, without Brittany.
Okay.
Before Brittany. So Jac'eil gets there. We love her. Brooke and Jac'eil are kikiing because they had the moment in the hair shop. Jackie's there. Then Creepiana gets there, and her crazy boots. They were just like, I love your boots. They were horrible. Horrible. She just is she gives me such a weirdo vibe.
She's a weirdo.
She is like so weird to me.
Yeah.
And so she shows up, and then Jackie goes, hey, should we wait until Brittany arrives, or should we get started? And they were like, let's get started. But then because Brooke and Jac'eil are talking, Creepiana texts Brittany before she even gets there.
Now I'm starting to remember it again. Okay,
go ahead. Now give me your thoughts.
I thought that was creepy that she even did that.
Yes.
Like, I just feel like she's trying to cause so many
issues for nothing.
Yes. And like they just talked, like they just said with Jac'eil about none of this,
right?
And like you're still bringing this to the table.
Yep.
And so it just like the whole thing where Brooke did the prayer.
Yep.
And then she can't eat her food because she said the prayer.
That's just
immature. Like, you know how petty that she is.
It's like so petty and immature. It's like
Yeah, like
immature. It's immature petty. It's not even like fun petty. It's like
when can Creepiana leave?
yes, we need her gone. But let's just get back to the fact that when Jac'eil and Brooke were talking, she was not. Let's just be clear. Jac'eil was not
Talking about
excluding
them.
and not talking about them. She wasn't excluding the newbies. She just so happened to be sitting next to Brooke. Now, if they
Right.
wanted to all arrive together, then they should have left it. Like left together. You know what I
And
mean?
it shows their insecurities.
Yes, it does. And so I feel like the fact that already, Creepiana is trying to cause, you know, Brittany to question Jac'eil is weird to me. It's kind of like now speak to Brooke. It's an issue. What's the problem? She's supposed to be talking to everybody.
Right.
It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a cast. Like, what is the problem? So,
And now you think that the person that you've been, I guess, being cool with
right,
is talking shit about you with
right.
somebody that you don't like.
Before you even got there, she was getting that girl riled up. And the fact that,
Yeah.
Brittany let her manipulate her in that way was weird to me because I'd be like, girl, don't tell me what's that. I'm not there yet. Let me watch.
I don't like that about Brit that Brittany let her do that to her.
Me neither. And that's what I'm saying about her being immature.
Yeah.
And so, but honey, when she walked in with the second set of bayangs, I was like, Brittany.
I was like, is she trying to make fun? Like, what's happening?
Right.
They
Like,
should have all. To me, at this point, they should have all walked in with bayangs.
yes.
Now
And then
that would have been funny.
now we have Bayang color in the bayangs, and then we have Brittany with the over inflated bayangs. What's happening? I was so confused by this point.
Now, can we go back just a little bit before we do this too? What was the
Yeah.
hair doing when she was talking to Jac'eil?
Crazy. It was so bad.
It was horrible.
It was horrible. Like, if you're gonna wear a blonde wig like that, like, you have to make it be. I mean, look, and I'm going to use this because I know you're going to love it. What would Beyonce do? Look at Beyonce.
What would she do?
You know what I mean? Like,
It wasn't that.
If you're going to wear like a blonde wig, look at Beyonce.
But it was like more like a red wig, though, wasn't it?
No, it was blonde when she sat down with Jackie. Then she also had a red one on when she hung out with the girls. Like,
I thought the one when she had with Jackie was like red, though.
No,
Maybe I don't know. It just looked bad.
It was bad.
I don't know. It was look horrible.
It was horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible.
It was lifting.
Yeah.
It was like she had been like it was so hot outside. It was like it
sweated out.
It was
Yeah. It looked horrible. I was like, Brittany, what are you doing, child? Like, it was horrible.
She's pretty. Like, why would you even?
She's a pretty girl, but you know what also kind of bugs me about her, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to look. I'm not saying I look, I look good, but I'm not saying that, I'm trying to judge the girl, but I'm just like, one thing that bothers me about her is when she talks, like, her jaws seem so tight when she talks.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and she gets that deep voice.
Yes, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Child.
No, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I'm just kind of like, it was just giving, what is the problem? She came in angry, and I was mad at Creepiana for even going there with her. Like, she let her have her own experience, ma'am. You stay weird on your own. You know what I mean?
But I feel like she feel like she owed her that because of the ice skating ring.
Yes.
And so she tried to overcompensate and do something that didn't even match here.
No, but I think
I want Brittany to understand, like, you need to have your own brain. You need to have your own when it comes down to the situation, because these girls really like you, especially I think after Jackie sit down with her.
Yep.
And like kind of revamp what had happened already, and like kind of talk her down from everything.
Right.
But then Creepiana comes along like, they really hate you, girl. Stop letting Creepiana lead you down a creepy way.
Exactly. And think about this too. So, Deb, here's a really good example. Also, check your DMs because I sent you the picture. But what really stood out to me
on Instagram?
is that, yes. So what really stood out to me was that, think about this. Brittany seemed to have been around longer than Creepiana, but Creepiana now has had an issue with Brooke, with Jen, Now she's side-eyeing Jac'eil. What does that say for her? It seems like she's the problem.
She's the problem.
I'm like, you are the problem, ma'am. These other girls are not the problem. They're
Oh, what is this, Cindy? Hold on. Let me save this so I can
when
post this.
when the, when Jac'eil said cute boots, I was like, Jac'eil, come on, girl.
I didn't even see these boots. Hold on, let me pull these
They
boots
were
up.
horrible. They were horrible.
What is this?
I was like, where are you going, ma'am? Where are you going?
Jac'eil's wrong for this.
I think she was just trying to be nice. I think
She probably didn't know what to say.
she probably did not know what to say because when she walked in with those
What
boots,
Aretha Franklin say? Beautiful gowns, cute boots.
yes, I mean it's so funny because it's like my eyes went directly to those boots, and then when she said cute boots, I was like, "Girl, no, you from the country if you like those boots." I'm like, "No, ma'am, they're not cute at all." I mean,
I'm trying to pull these things up.
between the wigs and the boots and the bayangs, it was a lot happening. Okay, it was a lot.
I think it's
I will
this.
say I was proud that they made their meal. The meals did look delicious, you know. But
Here
again,
we go.
Brittany with the petty. Well, come on, what is she wearing, ma'am? Ma'am, what are those? What are
We
those?
must have missed where the cute part was at.
What are those
That looked like she cut off the legs of a cow,
of a cow?
and
What are
then put
those?
them on to clank around.
And then have the nerve to have a shape like a clog. What are you doing, ma'am? On television?
Jac'eil was being messy. Jac'eil was being messy. Ain't no way
No
that she
way.
thought those was cute boots.
They are not cute at all. They're ugly. And I wish I would have
They
gotten
are
the
hideous.
hideous. I'm like, what are you wearing on national television, ma'am? She's creepy. It's
I
something
wish
wrong.
I wish I would have got a video of her walking in these boots
Whew. It was they had one.
because
It was brief.
these
They
are
had one.
hooves.
They are hooves.
These are
Yes.
these this what are we looking at?
We could put so many things with Ayana, so she could be Hoof Anna.
She was being messy.
She could be Weird Anna. She could be Creepy Anna. She's a weirdo.
What are those?
I told you. I was like, I gotta take a picture because I was like, if I don't take a picture, I'm gonna forget to tell
What
SoDeb.
are those?
Everything about that woman is weird. Those are
This
horrible.
is Creepyana?
Yes.
Cindy, I know you lying. I must
That
have
is
missed this.
that is creepy. Like you said, you start to check out during the cooking scene. You need to go back and
Oh,
watch.
my God.
Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. Like I
I want
said,
to get a video of these. I'm about to send it
yes.
to Evelyn. Like, what was
But
happening?
exactly between the book, especially when she was talking about OG calling her Toji, she's gonna crack up. You need to get.
Listen, because what are those?
They're horrible.
What are those?
You're in such
I'm
shock.
sorry. I can't quit pulling them up. Like,
I know. I told
what
you.
are those?
I told you so, Deb. I was like, I got to get a picture for so Deb because when she walked in, I
I'm
was
glad you
like,
got a real reaction from me.
right. And I'm just like, what in the
She felt
hell?
like she about to A-Town stomp on us.
Yes. I was
Like
like, what?
she about to cowboy stomp, like
Yes.
do the rodeo on me.
Yes.
What are those?
Horrible. Horrible. Horrible.
She walked out the house with these on.
Yes. And Jac'eil was like,
Cindy, we
cute
need to
boots.
stop for a second. We have to stop. What are those?
Horrible. Let's have a moment of
I
silence.
cannot identify what's on her feet.
Let's have a moment of silence for the sad cow boots.
Oh my God.
Horrible. Like I said, between these horrible, ugly boots and two sets of bayangs, It was a lot happening.
The bay ain't not even bad to me at this point because what is this?
Horrible. Horrible.
Oh Lord.
And
Playana needs Creepyana. This is Freakyana.
yeah.
What in the world possessed you to put this on?
Like I said, we could put so many Annas to her name. This is freaky. It's Hoofiana.
I am. Oh my God. Cindy, why did you say this to me? Oh, why did you say this to me?
Because
she put these on her feet.
Yes, I clutched my pearls. I was like, oh, what did she wear? She came in like a weirdo. I was like, there's something wrong with this woman. I can't.
I am appalled. I am appalled. Like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Is she okay?
She's not okay. That's the problem. She's not okay. She's not okay. Oh
my God. I have never in my life.
But look, worse than walking out the house, she put them on national television.
Oh my God.
And I don't care. I wouldn't care if they had a red bottom or who made them. Those boots are hideous. They're ugly.
There's no we can see the bottom of this. There's no red at the bottom.
I'm just saying if it was, I don't care what designer made them. They're horrible.
Is this Bambi's feet from Love and Hip Hop? What are those? What are those?
You're gonna have me start wheezing up in here from laughing.
What in the world is this?
I told you.
I am stuck here, Cindy. I'm sorry. Give me 1 sec. What is this?
Oh my God.
This is like some Dr. Seuss shit.
It is. It was so ugly. It's so ugly.
Oh my God. Listen.
Yes.
I don't want to hear shit else from her. You just had to put this shit on national television.
Right. And then she had the nerve have a nerve to talk about her real issue with Jen and the OGs is her relevancy.
Her real issue is this shit.
Is that
this is the real issue right here.
Yes. Horrible. I'm telling you. Oh gosh, it's so
I'm
horrible.
sad for the animal who died for these.
Me too. And the fact that they're being worn by a weirdo. I'm sorry, it's too much.
Oh my God. Cindy.
I told you.
I don't know what to say.
I know. They're horrible.
Let me take this down. As I can't take it. I can't. Oh my God. What the fuck is this?
Horrible.
I'm sorry, I have to cuss.
Horrible.
What is this?
I'm telling you. I was like, I clutched my pearls. I was like, what is
this? Let me tell you something. She better not come on nobody's internet and say, well, they cost. I don't give a fuck how much that costs. Ain't no way on earth you should put this shit on.
Or if it's a designer or whatever, don't put it on.
Ever. What?
They were horrible.
What are those? What are those? I cannot.
I bet you when you get off of here, you're gonna go back.
I'm about to find that. I want the video of those walking while I'm saying, what are those?
Right. And also that's gonna be her new video. If you make a video of it, it's gonna be
I'm definitely making a video.
Yes, it's gonna be her video of like the bangs.
This is not even from the Goodwill, Jackie.
No, Jackie.
This is from the good old farm.
Yes. Horrible. Oh, did we miss Toria?
Oh my God.
Aw.
I missed this.
I don't know how you could. You must have been really falling asleep. Yep.
I was. I missed what?
Yes.
Keep going, Cindy. Keep going.
I just want to shout out Toria because she's always here with us. I think she's already hopped off, but she said, I have to get some sleep, guys. I hope to get up early and see you
Oh,
next time.
love you, Toria.
Love you, Toria. Thank you for
When you
joining
wake
us.
up and you see this girl,
What are
what
these?
are these? Let me remove your comments so you can see. What is this?
I told you so, Deb.
She put a hold down on us.
Yes, a stomp down. I think she was coming prepared to like kick somebody with those cow shoes.
She would want to. Oh my god, I can't.
They're more horrible. Like, when you see them clearer, they're ugly, ugly. The poor baby cow that passed away to
For
make
her to wear
those.
that,
I know, I know. That's why when the
I have no words.
that's why when the scene ended with her and Brittany basically getting everything wrong,
Brittany's not a good friend.
she's not a good friend. No. And also like Brittany being like, well, when Creepyana said, I just wanted to stay behind and check on you because your vibe seems off. And I'm like, yeah,
She
because it's
stayed around to
because of
check on her because the
you.
boss behind because she had this shit on.
No, but I was thinking when she said that, I was like, it's because of you texting her before she even got there. That's
She
why
was
her
so
vibe
worried
was
about
off.
Brittany coming in that she wore this shit.
It's just horrible. The whole look was
What
horrible.
the fuck was happening?
The whole look was horrible. So Deb, literally, she gives me
I
like,
have to go. I can pull a video from this. When I tell you, Cindy, I'm about to make the best video from. What the fuck is this?
please, I can't wait until you do. Her whole
What
her
is
whole outfit
this?
was horrible. Yes. And then, like I said, the funniest part was when Jocelyn was like, cute boots. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No,
Just
ma'am.
still mess. She messy. She's
But also, Jocelyn's from the South. She's from Memphis, and she might have
just
thought that
still what she would never put the shit on. Never.
horrible, horrible.
That
Yeah.
heel, that heel don't even match the fucking floor.
No, it does not. It doesn't. Yeah.
She's leaning on those boots.
I don't know if those boots are leaning on her. Something's off.
Something
Something's
something
wrong.
ain't right.
Something something ain't right. No, it's not. Yeah.
Oh, Cindy, I wish you would have sent me this earlier. I would have
I
pulled this
know.
entire
I
thing.
know. I completely
What
forgot.
in the world am I looking at?
Well, again, I completely forgot to send it to you earlier, but I did not forget to send it to you now.
I want the clear version of this. I'm gonna take the clear version of this.
You've got
What
to see them.
is this? What
They're
is
even
this?
worse. They're even worse. I'm sorry. They're even worse.
What is that? Whew.
When
This is the
I
best part of the show.
yeah, I know. When she walked in with those clogs on and
Stomping through.
stomping through, I was like, what is happening? I was like, what is happening? And then I was like, oh, because I remember you saying, send me any pictures if something jumps out. And look, a lot of these looks did jump out and I didn't take pictures, but these I had to get a picture of. I had to get you a picture because it was a mess. Okay? It was a mess.
My eyes are just deceiving me. My eyes are deceiving. The camera crew is messy.
They are so messy too.
To even take a picture, record this shit.
Record it, yeah, because I was gonna say they didn't zoom in. I zoomed in because I wanted you to see it.
Wow.
This is who we're dealing with. We're dealing with someone who is,
That's psychotic.
yes, extremely strange. Something wrong with that lady for sure. I was like, what am I looking
I need to log off.
at?
I need to log off.
Thank goodness it came at the end, right?
Because I need to find these boots like right now.
Right now.
So I can
Please,
make
let's
a
find it.
video.
Yes.
We finna stomp through. We finna stomp through the internet for the rest of this week.
I love it. I
And
love
I'm
it.
gonna zoom in with the video. What are those?
Yes, horrible. All right, we're having people drop off now, so let's wrap it up because we are like a little bit over 2 hours. So
We're good. We did a good job. So
Yeah, we did a great job. I'm glad I
yes,
could give you a chuckle and shock. Please
I
find the
I
booth.
I, I can't get past this.
Please find the booth. We need the video, so Deb. Okay,
Listen, it will be up in the morning.
we need it. It's an
It will be
emergency.
up in the morning.
And send it to Ev right away.
I'm sending it to everyone from the show right
Yeah,
away, including her.
including her. Yes.
What are those?
I was like, why?
And don't
Why?
tell me how much they cost because I don't give a damn.
I don't either. Ugly is ugly. Name brand
You
or
cannot walk past
expensive.
me on a TV screen with this shit on.
Exactly. But okay, so Miss Jackie said good night. Have a good night. Mwah. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. Thank all of you guys for joining us tonight for our review. I'm glad we got to do it today because
Me too.
I was really trying to back out for real.
Yeah. No.
But I
You
was.
you
My
always
job,
say
they
that.
asked me for the last minute, but I was like, I got to get home to this review.
Yes.
And I did. I did everything I was supposed to do today, and I did it.
I love it. And thank you for pushing through because again, you always say that, but then we always have so much fun. So
Yes, we do. We really do.
so I wanted to so I guess next week we'll see them in Arizona, but I can also hop down if you want and see
Before you leave though, just know next week, y'all, we coming stomping through with these boots on. Okay? With the review next week.
Yeah.
Okay. We talk about Roy. We're gonna come back and talk about Royce this week with these boots on.
Yep.
And we're gonna come back with something. We'll do something else too.
No, Jen's.
Oh, the documentary with Jen with these boots on.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop through this week with these boots on. Okay. We hit hard this week.
We are because those ugly boots hit hard. So we have to hit harder. Okay. We have to hit harder. So
I cannot wait to get the footage of these boots.
Ooh, I can't wait
I'm going
to
to zoom all the way in, stop it through.
Yes, please.
When life get hard, stop through. Okay.
Yes. Oh my goodness. We don't need her on the show, but these boots were worth laughing.
These boots need to stay.
Yes, the boots.
She don't have to come back, but the boots need to stay. And during that damn reunion, they better pull these motherfucking boots up. Stomp it through.
I don't even think she would be invited to the reunion because
as long as the boots are invited, we okay.
Yeah, Jen's not going to sit on the stage at that.
Just bring those. Bring those. They didn't have their own seat.
I'm gonna try to do a reverse search to see what comes up. If I can find them, I'll send that to you as well.
What are those?
What are those? That's right. That's right.
How did I miss this?
You said that you started to check out. You missed the best part, honey.
The best part of this episode was those.
Yes. All right, y'all. Let me hop down so you can close out your show.
Love you, Sydney. We'll talk in the inbox.
I love you. And then, like I said, if I can find them in a reverse search so we can see.
I know I can pull the footage.
Okay, good. Okay.
I can pull the footage. I got that part. We good.
Yes, we need it.
I'm gonna zoom in and out and in and out. Oh, I got this.
Okay, good.
Tomorrow you're gonna be cracking up.
Okay, I cannot wait. I can't wait. All right, so let me hop down. Have a good night, honey. I love you.
All right, you as well.
See you guys all next week. Night.
No, we'll see you this week because we're gonna be talking about everything else. Y'all, listen, make sure you guys tune in this week. We're going to be going over Royce interview with Carlos King. We'll go over Jennifer's documentary. And also, if you guys are Basketball Wives stands, tune in next week on Tuesday. Our time does change for our review. And tune in so we can go through the review with us. I love you guys so much. Again, I have to ask, what the fuck are those? Before we get them out of here. And we will see you guys. Where's my thing at? We'll see you guys in the next show. Bye, y'all.
Did it. I 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 did it. You did it. I did it.